This is a step-by-step guide to completing the free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA, for the 2015-2016 school year. This application must be completed every year that the student is in college and should be completed between January 1st and March of every year. Completing this application will let you know how much money the student is eligible to receive to assist with paying for school. The types of financial aid that are available are grant money, which is money that does not need to be repaid, or loans. Upon completion of the FAFSA, you will immediately receive a notification of estimated Pell Grant funds that the student is likely to receive, as well as an estimated family contribution. Please note that these are only estimates, and exact amounts of financial aid will be sent from each individual school that the student has applied to around March or April. Please keep this slideshow running as you are working on the FAFSA application, as I will talk you through the process. Please feel free to press pause and resume the slideshow at any time to work on completing your application, referring to the slides as needed. Before you begin filling out the FAFSA application, please make sure you have the following information: Social Security numbers for both the student applying for FAFSA as well as the student's parent or guardian, whoever is claiming the child as a dependent when filing taxes. Students who qualify to file as an independent student will only need their own Social Security number. You will also need to have your tax return paperwork. If you have not filed 2014 taxes at this point, please use your 2013 tax return as an estimate. Once you have filed your 2014 taxes, you will update your information by logging back into your FAFSA account. You will also need to know an estimated total for checking, savings, and cash amounts, as well as any other investments. If you are ready to begin the FAFSA application, please click on the link in blue, which will take you to the FAFSA website. If the link is not working, please type in the web address just as pictured, fafsa.ed.gov. Once the website has loaded, please click Pin Site, which can be found at the top towards the center of the page. You will need to create a 4-digit PIN number, which will act as an electronic signature throughout the FAFSA process. Your PIN number will also be used to access your records, so please do not share your PIN number with anyone. Please note that you will need to repeat this process twice, as one parent or guardian will need a PIN number, as well as the student applying. If the parent or guardian already has a PIN number from attending college themselves, or has a PIN number that was created to sign another student's FAFSA, a new PIN should not be created. If you don't remember your PIN, there's an option to look it up by providing personal information. Simply click Request a Duplicate PIN, which is located on the left side of the screen. To create your PIN numbers, please click Apply Now on the right side of the page. The next page will display steps for creating a PIN number. Please click Next on the right side of the screen. A new screen will appear, which is where you will begin entering your information. Please enter your Social Security number in the first box. In the second box, please re-enter your Social Security number. Next, enter your last name. In the following box, please enter your first name. If you have a middle initial, that should be entered in the next box. Please enter your date of birth in the 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year format. Next, you will need to enter your current address, followed by the city in the following box. Please select the state you live in from the drop-down menu. In the next box, please enter your 5-digit zip code. In the following box, please enter your current email address and then re-enter it to confirm. Next, you must select a challenge question from the drop-down box. In the event that you forget your PIN number at any time, this question will appear and will be used for security purposes. Please enter the answer to your security question and then re-enter it in the next box. Lastly, you should create your 4-digit PIN number. Please select something that you can easily remember, but not something that others can easily guess. re-enter your PIN number in the last box to confirm, and select Next when you have finished entering all of the information. Once you click Next, the following screen will prompt you to select that you agree to keep your PIN number confidential. Remember, you should not share your PIN number with anyone, as this number will be used to access your records. Please select I agree and then continue. On the next page, you should receive a confirmation number for your PIN creation. You may print this page for your records. Remember, both the student applying and one parent or guardian must have PIN numbers. If you need to create the second PIN number, please follow the previous steps at this time. If you are considered an independent student, you will only need a PIN number for yourself. Please note that under very limited circumstances, students will be considered independent. Those special circumstances include having parents that are incarcerated, having left home due to an abusive family environment, or not knowing where your parents are and being unable to contact them. This does not include being adopted. If you do not meet any of the previously mentioned criteria, it is unlikely that you will be able to file as an independent student, and therefore will have to provide parent or guardian information. Now that you have created your PIN numbers, you are ready to begin filling out the Fafsa. Please go back to the Fafsa homepage, which should still be open in a previous tab in your browser. If you do not see the homepage, please type in FAFSA.ed.gov. Once you are on the Fafsa homepage, please click Start a New Fafsa, which is located in the middle of the page on the left side. On the next page, you will need to enter the student's first and last name, the student's social security number, and the student's date of birth in the 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year format. After you enter this information, please click Next. On the next page, you will be asked which FAFSA you would like to complete. Please select Start 2015-2016 FAFSA. The next page will have you create a password that you can use to access your account in the future. Please create a password and then re-enter it in the next box. When you have finished entering your password, please click Next. After you create your password, the next screen should have several blue links that you can click to receive more information about the FAFSA. If you would like to read this information, please feel free to do so at this time. When you are ready to move on, please click Next. On the next page, you can begin entering the student's information. Some of the information on this page should already be filled in. Please continue to fill in the information that is missing, which should include the student's gender, the student's address, phone number, email address, and marital status. If you would like to enter the student's driver's license information, additional boxes will appear to complete that section. Please note that the FAFSA application will vary slightly for students. Based on the information entered, additional questions may appear. Please remember to click Save, which is located on the bottom left-hand side of the page, very often. This will ensure that all of the data that is entered will be saved to the application. When you have completed this page, please click Next. The next page will require you to make selections from drop-down menus. Please answer the questions and remember that additional questions may or may not pop up after your selections. If the student is a male, please note that he must register with Selective Services in order to receive federal student aid. Therefore, if the student is not currently registered, you will select No and then check the box that says Register Me. For the question, when you begin the 2015-2016 school year, what will be your grade level? Please select Never Attended College, First Year. For the question, when you begin the 2015-2016 school year, what degree or certificate will you be working on? Please consider what you are currently pursuing, not future plans. Please keep in mind that an associate's degree is a 2-year degree, and a bachelor's degree is a 4-year degree. For the question, are you interested in being considered for work study? If you are interested in potentially working on the school campus in order to earn money that can be used towards tuition payments, please select yes. Please note that this is not a guarantee that the student will be able to obtain a job on campus. If the student is interested in working on campus, additional applications and paperwork must be filled out through the school in which the student is seeking employment. Please complete this page and remember to click Save before you click Next. The next screen will prompt you to enter the student's high school's name. Please type Oak Lawn Community High School in the first box. In the second box, type Oak Lawn. Lastly, select Illinois from the drop-down menu. When you have entered all of the information, please click Confirm. A list of schools should appear toward the bottom of the page. Please click Select next to Oak Lawn Community High School. A confirmation of the high school selection should appear on the top of the page with a green check mark. Please click Save at the bottom of the page and click the Next button to continue. The next screen allows the student to enter the names of up to 10 colleges or universities in which they would like their FAFSA reports to be sent. Students should enter the name of the schools they are considering or have already applied to in this section. On the left side of the page, students can search for the schools by state, city, or school name. If you know the school's federal school code, you may enter it on the right side of the page to search for a school. After you enter the information, please click Search to begin the search for a college or university. A list of schools will appear towards the bottom of the page. Please find the school you are looking for, check the box to the left of the school's name, and then click the Add button, which is found in the middle of the page. The school should be added to a list on the right side of the page. Please continue this process for each school that you would like to receive your FAFSA results. Note that after a school is selected, it will prompt you to select a housing plan. Please choose if the student will be living on the school campus, with a parent, or off of campus from the drop-down menu. Please remember to click Save before you move on to the next page. When you have finished adding all of the schools to your list, please click the Next button. The next screen should say Dependency Determination towards the top of the page. Please answer the questions on this page. Some of the answers may already be filled in based on your previous responses on the application. Also, remember that additional questions may appear based on the information entered on this page. If you need assistance with any of the questions, please refer to the Help and Hints box on the right of the page. When you click on a bubble to answer, or when you click in a box to type, additional helpful hints should appear in the Help and Hints box regarding the question that you have just selected an answer for. When you have answered all of the questions on this page, please remember to click the Save button, followed by the Next button to proceed with the application. On the next page, you should see a screen titled Dependency Status Results. This should tell you, based on the information that you have already answered thus far in the application, whether or not you will need to provide parental information. Please remember that special circumstances that do not require parental information include having parents that are incarcerated, having left home due to an abusive family environment, or not knowing where your parents are and being unable to contact them. This does not include being adopted. If you are able to provide parental information, please select the first bubble, I will provide parental information. If you meet the special circumstances, please select that second bubble, I am unable to provide parental information. If you are unable to provide parent tax information, your FAFSA application will be considered incomplete. You will need to follow up with the financial aid office at your college or university and provide documentation of your special circumstances. After you make a selection, click Save and then Next. The next page is where you begin entering parental information, if it is required. Please select the current marital status of the student's parents from the drop-down menu. Based on your response, additional questions may or may not appear. Please continue to enter the information requested, including dates, social security numbers, initials, and a parent email address. Next, please answer whether or not your parents have been living in Illinois for at least 5 years. The next questions are regarding household size. For assistance with this, please click the blue box that says Household Size and refer to the help and hints that appear on the right of the page. Once you have completed the questions on this page, please click Save and then click Next. The following screen should be titled Parent Tax Information. On this page, you will be entering tax return data. First, please make a selection from the drop-down menu for the question, for 2014, have your parents completed their IRS income tax return or another tax return? Then, answer what your parents' tax filing status is, according to their return. The next portion of the FAFSA requires data entry that can be found on your tax returns. Please remember, if you have not filed 2014 taxes at this point, then you should use your 2013 tax returns as an estimate. Please refer to the Help and Hints box if you have questions. If you have already completed your taxes, you may be eligible to retrieve your data directly from the IRS website. To find out if you are, please answer the following questions on the FAFSA, including if you filed an amended or foreign tax return, if you have filed taxes electronically in the last 3 weeks, or by mail in the last 11 weeks. Based on your responses, your FAFSA will tell you whether or not you are eligible to retrieve your data directly from the IRS. If you are eligible, please enter your PIN number and click the blue button that says Link to IRS. If you are not retrieving your tax information from the IRS, please continue with your FAFSA by clicking Next. If you choose to link to the IRS, please be aware that you will be leaving your FAFSA and retrieving the tax data on another site. You should see a screen that notifies you of this on the next page. Please click OK and you will be directed to the IRS website. The next page will be titled Get My Federal Income Tax Information. You will see that some of the information may already be entered. Please continue to enter the missing data, ensuring that all of the information matches what appears on your tax return. When you are finished, please click Submit. If you were able to retrieve your tax information from the IRS, a screen will appear with your data. Please check over all of the data, and if you are ready to transfer this information to your FAFSA, please click the first box and then click Transfer Now. You should be taken back to your FAFSA. If an error message appears on the IRS website, you may try going back to enter your information again. Please make sure that you do not have any errors. If you are still receiving an error message, you may not be able to retrieve your data from the IRS, and therefore you will have to enter the data manually by returning to your FAFSA. If you are entering your data manually, you will see the screen titled Parent Financial Information, in which you can enter the tax return information. Please remember that if you have not completed your 2014 taxes at this point, you will be entering 2013 data. Once you choose which type of income tax return you filed, the next questions will tell you exactly where to look to get the data that is requested. Please note, based upon the tax document that was filed, your screen may vary slightly from the image shown in this guide. Each question on the FAFSA should tell you which line to look at on your tax form. Please enter the data in the appropriate boxes. If you are having difficulty locating this information, please refer to the Help and Hints box on the right of the page for additional information. If you are using 2013 tax information as an estimate, please remember, after you have filed your taxes for 2014, you will need to log in to your Fafsa account and update this information using the 2014 tax forms. Please refer to the Help and Hint box if you have any questions. After you have entered all of the data on this page, please click Save and then click Next. The next page is a continuation of Parent Financial Information. Please complete this page referring to the Help and Hints box as needed. When you have completed this page, please click Save and then Next. The next page should be titled Student Tax Information. This page asks if the student has filed or will be filing taxes for 2014. Please select an answer from the drop-down menu. Based upon the answer to this question, additional questions may appear. When this page is completed, please click Save and then click Next. If the student has filed taxes for 2014, or if they will be entering 2013 tax information as an estimate, you will see a screen titled Student Financial Information Continued. Please enter the amounts requested in each box. Please remember, based upon the tax document that was filed, your screen may vary slightly from the image shown in this guide. Each question on the FAFSA should tell you exactly which line to look at on your tax form. Please enter the data in the appropriate boxes. If you are having difficulty locating this information, please refer to the Help and Hints box on the right of the page for additional information. If you are using 2013 tax information as an estimate, please also remember that after you have filed your 2014 taxes, you will need to log back into your Fafsa account and update this information using the 2014 tax forms. If you have filed your taxes electronically at least 3 weeks prior to this date, or at least 11 weeks by mail prior to this date, you will be eligible to retrieve your tax information directly from the IRS website. If there is an IRS Data Retrieval Tool button, you may click it to transfer your tax information from the IRS website if you meet the criteria mentioned previously. If you choose to use this tool, once you click the button, you will be transferred to the IRS website in which the data will be retrieved from. Please follow the instructions on that page. Please continue to answer the questions on the FAFSA regarding additional financial information and untaxed income by selecting the boxes next to any benefits that you receive. Once you have completed this portion of the application, please enter the total balance of the student's available cash, checking, and/or savings accounts as of today. Next, please answer the following 2 questions regarding net worth of investments that the student may have. When you have completed this page, please click Save and then Next. The next page should be titled Sign and Submit. This is the last page of the FAFSA. If you believe that you have completed all of the information requested in the FAFSA and you are ready to submit the application, you will proceed through this page at this time. For the first questions, if you are a preparer, someone who is charging a fee to help you complete this application, please select Yes. Otherwise, select No. The next portion of the page should already be filled in based on previously entered information. Please ensure that all of the information is accurate and complete before signing the FAFSA. If you are ready to sign and submit your FAFSA, the student should enter his or her PIN number that was created at the beginning of this process in the next box and click the Sign button next to the box. Next, the parent or guardian who created a PIN number should enter his or her PIN in the next box, clicking Sign when completed. Before submitting your FAFSA, please read the information in the box and if you agree, please select Agree. To submit your FAFSA, please click Submit. Once you have submit your application, you should receive a confirmation page that you should print for your records. Please note that the bottom of the confirmation page should have those previously mentioned estimates of the financial aid that the student may be eligible for. If you are finished with the FAFSA, please click Exit at the bottom of the page. Next, you will need to click Log Out, which is located near the top of the page towards the right. Doing so will completely log you out of your FAFSA application. Congratulations! You have completed the FAFSA application. Once your FAFSA has been processed, you will be able to view a Student Aid Report, or SAR. You may be asked for verification, in which you will be notified by mail as to what information is needed. Please note that individual schools may require students to submit further financial aid documentation, including copies of tax returns or other documents. If such documentation is needed, the school requesting the documents will notify the student. The student can also log back into his or her FAFSA account to make updates, add or delete schools, or to make corrections. Please remember that each year that the student is in college, they must submit a current FAFSA application. In subsequent years, the student should return to FAFSA.ed.gov and click Log In to complete the FAFSA. Most of the information should already be completed on the application. Therefore, the student should simply have to update only the information that has changed, which includes, but is not limited to, tax information, address changes, dependency changes, or any additional information that has changed. Please contact Kelly Kenny in the counseling office at 708-741-5853 or email her at kkenny@olchs.org if you have additional questions, or contact the financial aid office at the college or university in which the student will be attending for school-specific questions.